It has been nearly 32 years since Jerome Bettis played football for Notre Dame, but come 2025, a new Bettis will join the Fighting Irish. Jerome Bettis Jr. follows his dad's footsteps. We're going to talk about all that in this video, so let's get to it. Once again, as I said before, it has nearly been 32 years since Jerome Bettis played football for Notre Dame. But come 2025, a new Bettis is to take place on the football field for the Fighting Irish Notre Dame. Now, the Pro Football Hall of Famer's son, Jerome Bettis Jr., announced his commitment to Notre Dame on Sunday and will follow in his father's footsteps. Bettis Jr. is 6'2", 195-pound prospect from Woodward Academy in Georgia, and he chose Irish over Texas A&M, Duke, and Ole Miss. He understands that playing for Notre Dame will naturally bring comparisons to his father, which he embraces, but he said he also wants to forge his own path. That journey started in youth football as a running back, wearing the same number 36 his father wore. He said he changed to positions to wide receiver in the 7th grade and switched to number 4 in the 8th grade to make a name for himself. He said, quote, "One of the biggest things was changing my number, and so me really getting my number away from his, that was a big step for me, realizing that at the end of the day, I'm my own man," per what he told ESPN. He also went off to say, "I love my dad and I love everything that I guess comes with him being my father, but at the same time, I create my own legacy and my own journey." Bettis said he still has a lot of respect for what his father accomplished in the NFL career, playing over 12 years, known for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He said he has taken that knowledge and experience as far as from his father to allow it to translate and help him as far as on the football field. During the recruiting process, Bettis said he wanted to make sure coaches understood that they were recruiting a different person and that they weren't just recruiting him just because of his father. He said, quote, "They made sure super early on that it was known they recruited me for me and not my father." He also said they wanted me to know that they want Jerome Bettis Jr. at Notre Dame because of what he can bring, not just because of what comes along with me and my name. Now, that's something that was really important to me because I wasn't sure how they viewed me and my dad and the entire situation. So for them to reassure me was great. That is what his son had said. Now, Bettis Sr. was involved in this process, but Bettis Jr. said he made his own choice. Bettis Sr. was excited. However, when his son told him that he would continue the legacy at Notre Dame, he said, quote, "I viewed the pros and cons and took it to my father and asked him what thought did he have as far as me making this decision. First, he wanted to make sure I was completely certain, and after that, he was super happy. Just the initial reaction from him and the joy I could see on his face, that was enough in itself." The comparisons between these guys definitely going to remain regardless of whether this football player is trying to, not do it or not. At the end of the day, you're still, up under Jerome Bettis. Jerome Bettis, if any of you guys ever watched him, was a complete beast. He earned a nickname the Bus, because of his aggressiveness on the football field. So, of course, people are going to still think about Jerome Bettis Sr. when they see Jerome Bettis Jr., regardless of what position he plays or what number he is. Very similar to Shiloh Sanders. At the end of the day, when you see Shiloh Sanders and Shedeur and the rest of those guys, well, in fact, just Shiloh and Shedeur, and especially even when Deion Sanders Jr. was playing, you still have glimpses and imaginations of primetime Deion Sanders. So it's just something just normal, you know what I'm saying? But I do love the fact that his son, Jerome Bettis Jr., is taking on the challenge and wanting to make a name for himself rather than the resources his father has actually paved the way for him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I would say this as a former player, take advantage of the opportunities and the privilege you're given, because just because your father is helping you pave the way doesn't make you less of a player at the end of the day. If that can help you get in the door and get your opportunity, take it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, take that opportunity because it's not easy, especially now with this transfer portal, guys transferring. You don't know what the competition looks like and all of those things. So if you got an opportunity, regardless whether it's because of your father or not, man, definitely take it. Drop a comment and let me know how you guys feel about this. And if you guys like the video, definitely subscribe to the channel. Peace.